I'm King Gerald Jones, and this is a Thousand Bodies podcast. We're going to get right into it this episode with the body bowl. But before I get into the body bowl, for all you new viewers, I want you to know what this podcast is about. This podcast is about my conquests, good or bad, right or wrong, with sleeping with over 1,000 women. So what I do is every episode on this podcast, I pick a name out of the body bowl and I freestyle on the memory of the rendezvous between me and the woman that I slept with, also accompanied with the experience, whether it was us dating and it was good, whether it was, you'll see. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it with the body bowl, and I'm going to pick a number, and then I'm going to find out who we're talking about today. Let's see. Let's mix it. Y'all know I'll be trying to mix it up. Close my eyes. Yeah. So we got a white ticket. I think this is the first time we picked a white ticket. White ticket 439. So I'm going to look in my catalog of names. Yes. 439. So 439 does have a story. So before we get into the story, I like to rate. So we're going to rate the lady for 439, and then I'll get into the story. When I rate on a scale of grading papers or in school, like from 100% to a F, A, B, C, D, and F. So I rate face and I rate body. We're going to rate her body. Okay. Her body, she didn't work out, but she wasn't a BBW. She wasn't fat, but she wasn't in shape totally. So she was like, let's say average, a C. A C is average. So I'm going to give her a 78, a 78 body type, which is average, which is cool. She doesn't work out, but she's not a BBW. So just an average woman. And as far as in the C category, a 78, not a 75, not a 70 on the low spectrum, but a 78, because I did like her legs. She did. I don't know why she didn't work out, but she did have some nice toned legs, and I'll explain that in the story. Where do we want to start at? So her face. Let me see what I can give her face. Her face was an 85, a B. 85. She was pretty. She was, of course, her face was rated better than the body. So she was pretty. She wasn't ugly, but I've seen and had better. So she gets an 85 in her face. So let's get to it. I met her actually. No, you guys get the previous women I've met at the grocery store. I met at the mall, and I forget the other one. I forgot what story I told. But this one I actually met on Instagram. I met on social media. So I slid in her DMs. I saw her. She looked cool. I think she made a comment on one of the posts that I made, and it was flirty. So you know me, you know King G. I slid right into the DM with my pleasantries. Slid in her DM. You know, we had conversation. We conversed for a while. And she gave me her number. So in between giving me her number and us actually meeting or seeing each other face to face, we actually did that for maybe 2 weeks. No more than 2 weeks, no less than a week and a half. 2 weeks we probably conversed over the phone, and usually I just text. But with her, and this was what year was it? I want to say 2018 or 19. I don't know, but 2018, 2019, 2018, 2019. So I used to talk on the phone back then. I would FaceTime and converse on the phone. Now I'm just into the texting because I'm so busy. I'm just so busy now. So I really don't have time, and I don't want to sit on the phone. I don't think it's meant for men to sit on the phone and like twiddle your toes and talk to women. I know some women think otherwise, and that's your opinion. That's cool. That's your perspective. But for a man to sit on and talk on the phone, That to me, that's feminine. So I really don't do that now that I know what I know, and my life is so busy. But back then, I would FaceTime her while I was on my way to work, and she would FaceTime me, and we converse on my way to work or her way to work or at work. So for 2 weeks we talked, and to be honest with you, I did enjoy her vibe slightly more than the average woman. You know, she was funny, she was smart. I like she was smart. She was witty, she was cool, and she was about her business. She actually, well, I'll get to that later. She was about her business, so she, you know, I like independent women. To me, for my dating, I like one independent woman, because an independent woman means she really likes you. She's really into you. If it's a dependent woman, you never know if she's with you because she like you or the man you are, or she's just there for the benefit or to receive certain things. So in my dating, I really like independent women, because that gives a little more clarity for me that, okay, because I don't need you. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you. So it seems like she's more into you when you're dealing with an independent woman. And that's what I like in my dating. So, like I said, we talked for 2 weeks. She was real busy with her work. So 2 weeks came up, and I could feel the connection that she was feeling. I do feel, I, I usually don't, and I really don't know what women be going through when they feel the connection and it's not there. But I did understand the connection she was feeling, and I was giving her a little bit more time than I usually do. Now I don't, because I'm so busy. But back then, uh, I was actually just getting in my career, so I had a little more spare time. So she invited me over. She invited me over to watch movies, to watch a movie, watch movies or whatnot. So this is the thing. She had a house in Palmdale, and she had an apartment in LA. So she said that weekend she would be in Palmdale at her house. So she asked if I wanted to come, I could come over and we could watch movies. So you know me, I juice up this when I had the Tahoe. I juice up the Tahoe and I drive to all the way to Palmdale. Uh, on the 14th. It wasn't a bad ride. It wasn't a bad ride at all. But that's kind of driving a little ways for some poo poo. So I did drive to Palmdale. I took the 14 all the way to Palmdale. I think it took like a hour and a half or something. I don't really remember, but I drove all the way to Palmdale. So she invited me to go to watch me. So we was going Netflix and chill. Uh, we was going Tubi, and she was going to do me. We was going YouTube and do. I was going YouTube and do you, Tubi and do me. So we was going Netflix and chill. This was a pure Netflix and chill. And to be honest with you, in my dating again, I like that. I really don't like when women try to force you to take them on dates. One, because I don't know you. One, two, because I don't know how you're going to act. Three, I don't know who you've been with. So I'll take you out, and you might have slept with all these men, and you're embarrassing me. So women, and I also think that when men take women out, they're already initially, before the dating even begins, submitting to the woman's will. You're submitting to what she wants to do. And it's a long story about that and my belief with that. But just on the surface level, I'm a man, you're a woman. I want to come over, I want to date you, whatever the case might want to be. And you tell me, oh, you got to take me on a date. I'm already have to make a decision. I'm submitting to your will and what you want to do. I want you to come over so we can hit the yams, so we can hit the yams. But you want to do this and take these steps. So to me, a man is already submitting to a woman's will when he agrees to take her out on a date. But that's for another topic. That's for another story. So we get over there, I get over there, and she has a nice it's actually upstairs 5-bedroom house. And again, to me, it shows her independence, and I like that. I love that. So we get there. She makes some popcorn. She got some snacks or whatever, and we're watching movies or whatever. Not too much time go by. Not too much time go by before we getting into the business, and that's what Netflix, YouTube and do me. That's what they do. So we're already getting into the business, and we're downstairs. So she invites me upstairs into her room. So we go upstairs, we get in her room. She turned on the TV, but we're not watching the TV. We get busy. So now this is my chance. Now I'm actually feeling a vibe, and I do want her to like me, to be honest with you, because I'm also thinking maybe I want to consistently sleep with this woman because she's just that cool. Regardless of the rating, she just have that vibe. I didn't rate her bad, but she's an average woman with a pretty face. But the vibe that she gives, the energy that she gives, she was a good woman, and I was cool with it. So in our talking and dating, I was going to get to the bedroom, but I forgot to mention this. When we were talking during that 2 weeks, and this will reminded me, is she did tell me she had been dealing with the guy for off and on for years. So at the time that we were talking, they were off. And she did inform me about the guy. She did tell me that they've been knowing each other for years. They've been dating for years, but they were actually on a break. And I could tell she was feeling my vibe. You could tell when a woman is refreshed with something new or wants something new. So I could tell she's feeling my vibe over him. I could just feel the vibe. Uh, so she's on a break. So getting back to the story. So we go upstairs and we're in our room and we getting to doing what we doing, getting to the business. And in our talking for the 2 weeks, she's telling me that, what she likes sexually. She's telling me she likes to get her hair pulled. She's telling me she likes to get slapped. She's telling me she likes to get choked. And, kind of like the rough sex. So I'm taking mental note. So we get to the room, my mental note. Oh, I had a protection. I did buy a condom, but we didn't use it, and that's crazy because I had a whole condom, whole three box of condom, excuse me, whole three condoms right there in the box, and I didn't use them. But that's I've noticed that I've done that several times. I'll have a condom right there, but if it's just getting that busy, then I ignore the condom. You guys don't do that. Please use your protection. So this time I ignored the condom and we getting busy. So I reflect on what she was telling me she likes sexually. So I'm doing all the things I need to do. I'm getting busy or whatever. So I notice she likes to get choked as I'm putting my arm around, or my hand around her neck. That's kind of like her thing. But I got something for that. I got something for that. I'm going to give this away. You guys don't do my moves, fellas. Don't do my moves. If you ever had a man, this is my move. So you probably haven't had it done. So with the choking, I give her the king's choke. So let me describe what the king's choke is. So of course, women that like to get choked, they get choked like this. My choke is a reversal, and my grip is on the neck, and I'm stroking the neck. I'm not just choking or applying pressure. I'm applying pressure, and so this is a king's choke. You've never had the king's choke, but this is the king's choke. So I'm applying pressure as I'm stroking her neck, and I'm pulling her down as we're doing our do, and I'm guiding the situation by way of neck. And it's not a regular up and down. You have to reverse the choke. So that's the king's choke. So I'm hitting her with the king's choke. Soon as I hit her with the king's choke, I immediately see her eyes get big. She's gone. I got her. I got her. She's gone. King's choke. It never fails. So I hit her with the king's choke. So when I hit her with the king's choke, I can see she's gone. We already was vibing. We already was cool. The energy was cool because I'm just a cool guy, a cool dude. But when I hit her with the sexual energy plus the king's choke, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. So we do our thing. She do her thing. I do my thing. We do our thing. I did not spend the night. I drove home on that 14 freeway. Uh, but it was a cool experience. So now, fast forward, we talk the next week, the same as we were talking, but I can tell she's liking me. She's digging me. And don't get me wrong, I think it take a little bit more time for me for me to feel women, to really feel, but I do understand the vibe. I feel the vibe, and I'm interested in getting to know her, but I understand why she's feeling me like she is. Fast forward, we talked that whole week, and the next week comes. She says she's going to be in LA at her apartment. Can we go on a date? Of course. It's my pleasure to take you. I'm not submitting to your will, but once we do what I want to do, and I see that you own what I'm on and what you following what I'm date, yes, we're going on a date. I can't wait. But see, it's offsetting for me when these women be trying to force a date on you or present a date on you. I'm not submitting to what you want to do. We're doing what I want to do. But then in tow, once I see that you own what I'm on, we're going on a date. I can't wait to take her on a date. So the following weekend from when we had intercourse, we go on a date. We go on a date. We have fun. We have fun. We cool, and it's a vibe, bro. I can't even lie. If I was into the girlfriend thing at the time, she was cool. She was cool. She was cool. I was with it. So we go on a date. We have fun. I think we go to the go to the movies. We go get something to eat, and then I think she tell me she has to go to work or something. She has to do. So I'm about to drop her off, but the vibe we touch on the feeling. We get in a Tahoe. We get in Tahoe. I say let's get in the back. Oh, we went to the beach. We get in the back. We get in the back of the Tahoe, and we getting busy in the back of the Tahoe. We getting busy in the back of the Tahoe. She feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it so much that I pull out my phone. When I pull out my phone, I hear record. The light come on, boom. She looked back at it and she smiles. And she continued to let me record. So we're getting busy. She doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. We doing our thing on camera. I'm recording her. For me, and one thing that turns me on when I'm making a movie is when I give her the camera and she record, whether it's pointing at me while I'm on top or pointing it like showing the arch and the boop de boop from the back. So I give her the camera when I'm from the back and she's recording. So I'm looking at it, she's recording. Lovely. I'm about to watch these. So we recording or whatever. We do our thing. We have our situation. I drop her off. Cool, 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 cool. Now it's about to get thick. That was maybe on a Saturday or Friday or Saturday. I'm not quite sure. On Monday, I get a text message from a girl. She's not my ex because we wasn't together, but I get a text message from a girl that I was dating. And to be honest with you, I did date her heavily. So I do understand why the girl that I'm talking about in the story would contact. I take that back. I don't understand why she contacted her, but if there's somebody to be contacted, I guess that would be the woman because this girl that I was dating at the time, she was on my social media heavy, uh, all in my comments, and I wasn't tripping because I'm so honest, so I'm not tripping. Anyway, the girl that I was dating that I'm telling the story about contact my not ex, so I'm gonna call it ex, a girl that I was dating heavily. And so the girl that I was dating heavily texted me and she said, call me, whatever. So she also sent me the screenshot and she telling me that the girl contacted, and she was saying uh, that the girl wanted to know how did she date me knowing that I date other women and wanted to get some kind of advice and information. And that was kind of offsetting to me. It was offsetting. It was upsetting because we're vibing. Why are you? First of all, this is not even a girl I still dated. So why are you even contacting her? It was totally offsetting. It messed up the whole vibe. It messed up everything that I was feeling from this girl. So to me, in my opinion, if I had to make my honest opinion, I don't think she necessarily wanted to get advice on how do you date me, knowing that I'm dating other women. I think she wanted to know was I still dealing with that particular girl after I specifically told her that I'm not. I think that was her agenda because what do you need to get some advice on how? What did you? I personally think that she was calling the girl to see if the girl was gonna trip, if she was still dating me, and if she was gonna trip. But she says that she was just trying to find out how are you dating somebody knowing that he's dating other women. I don't believe that. Anyway, so I hang up the phone with the girl that I was dating previous, and I call the new dater, and she we it didn't go well. It didn't go well. It didn't go well, and it might have been my fault. It didn't go well because I just didn't appreciate that. I just didn't like that. It kind of took me to the place of I'm not dealing with you. I'm not messing with you. Like it's over. Whatever we was doing, whatever we had is over. I'm not with it. And what was her vibe? She wasn't apologetic. I don't think she thinks she needed to be apologetic. But whatever it was, the vibe just totally collapsed. It was totally ruined from her contact. Like, had she not did that, I don't know what would have happened, but I just was not with her contacting. Oh, especially, I think more so, especially when I knew I wasn't dealing with the previous ex like that. I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that at all. So we stopped talking. That Monday, we stopped talking. I didn't talk to her that whole week like we used to. And then another week passed and we hadn't talked. And I kind of wasn't tripping because I knew that's not what I wanted. I knew that I was very upset. I was bothered by that. So for 2 weeks we didn't talk. So let's fast forward 2 weeks from the last time we talked on the phone when she contacted the other girl. Fast forward, I'm on a date. It's a Saturday. I don't know where that place, what they call that place, is downtown LA. It's downtown LA, but it got a like food area. Uh, it's by the little I don't want to call it. Is it a Chinese tram? Like a Chinese train, the little sample China. I don't even know where the area is. I don't remember where that place was, but it's downtown LA and it's a lot of eateries. And it got the little Chinese tram to go up and then go down. I'm on a date with another woman and we're there. So I'm on a date and my phone ring. Excuse me, the girl, the girl that I'm talking about in the story from when I gave her the king's choke, so on and so forth. She's FaceTiming me, but I'm on a date. So she's FaceTiming. So she FaceTimed me like 5 times and I'm seeing it. So she finally texts me and she say, Gerald, can you please call me? Can you please call me? So I tell my date, I say, hey, somebody's calling me. Give me a second. Let me take this call. Let me. So I step away from my date or whatever. And I FaceTime her back. When I FaceTime the girl's phone and FaceTime her back, the girl is not who answered the phone. As you guys can guess, a man answered the phone. The man that she had been taking a break from answers the phone. All I see is a man's face. Do you guys know who this? I'll forever remember him as this. I don't even really know what his real face looked like anymore. I just know in that moment I created a character when I saw his face. He resembles it, but I couldn't tell you what he actually looks like. Chili Willy, the walrus on Chili Willy, the walrus on Chili Willy, the penguin cartoon. He looks like the walrus. So I'm gonna tell you the life of a walrus. So he's on the phone. He's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "What's up?" I hear her in the background crying. Give me my phone, screaming and crying. Give me my phone. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, hey, man, is this your girl? He's talking. So I hear in the background, tell him that we don't mess around. Tell him we don't mess around no more. Tell him we don't deal with each other no more. And he was like, "What's up? You still mess with her?" I said, "What did she say? What did she tell you? Why are you calling my phone?" He's like, oh. And he called me cuz. So he obviously gang bang. He's like, cuz I'm. So he's stuttering, whatever. So and it's bothering me because how did she get? So she's like, give me my phone, give me my phone. He throws the phone to her. The next person image I see is her. Now might have forgot, or I didn't uh, pinpoint. I also have respect for this lady by the way she carried herself. She seemed like a real jazzy type of woman. She was real professional. She was real classy, dress wise, and how she carried herself. So when she on the video FaceTime, her hair is all upside her head. She's crying with tears. Her face is red. This man didn't beat her up. This man didn't beat this woman up. So she's crying. She's like, tell him that we don't mess with. I said, what's going on, man? So she tells me that they were watching something on her phone and that she fell asleep She said she fell asleep and he went through her phone and saw the video. He saw the video. He saw the video of me and her. First of all, I hope you didn't lick too long because that's torture. That's torture. I don't know why you anyway. So I hear him ruffle her, and I see the phone ruffle her up again, and the phone hangs up. I hang up the phone. So I go tell my date. So because my date knows that I'm with, knows I'm so honest, whatever. So she asked me what's going on. I guess because she see like, and I give her the quick rundown, and she like, oh, and I even tell her. Uh, so everyone's on my social media, so I tell her exactly who the girl is, and she like, oh, that don't seem, it doesn't. So I give her the rundown. While I'm giving her a rundown, the phone ring again. I'm thinking it's the girl. It's the walrus, life of the walrus. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, so what's up, man? I said, bro, that's your girl. That's your girl. He like, dog, that ain't my girl. That's your girl. So we're having this. I said, oh, so you hurt? Oh, cuz I ain't hurt. So he's giving all the energy, the negative energy. I said, bro, you're calling my phone about this woman. You're hurt. Oh no, cuz I'm not hurt. So why are you calling my phone? So I said, so I said, bro, that's your woman. I'm here on a date right now. So I forget his verbatim wordplay, but he kind of like insinuate or suggest like, well, maybe you and her could come over and we could. I said, bro, she won't even like you. She won't like you because you a grown man calling another man's phone. You a grown man went through a woman's phone. You a grown man that keeps calling my phone. He's like, oh, so he's talking about what he gonna do and how he gonna do it. And bro, you hitting women. I don't care about your idle threats. So I still in. I hear her screaming, crying, screaming, and I don't know if this even matters, but it sounds like when I was having intercourse with her, it sounds like the same scream and moan, and so it's like dang, what's going on? So anyway, so I tell him, bro, I'm gonna get off the phone. That's your woman. I'm here with somebody. That's your woman, bro. Oh, he also, I just remember, he was saying, oh yeah, she a good. I don't know how it got into this. I just remember him saying she's a good woman. I don't know how I got into that. And I'm like, yeah, she is. Like she is. Like, and I said, bro, let me tell you something, man. I said, bro, I don't deal with it no more. We don't deal. Whatever you saw on the phone, whatever you saw the video, that was then. We don't deal with each other no more. I'm on a date with somebody. So I don't know if that was. I don't know if that relaxed his mind. I don't know what that did or whatever. He said, "Oh, all right, cuz," and we hang up. Now, me and the girl have not talked since. I haven't talked to her since. As a matter of fact, the next day, she's not. She black. She had me blocked on all platforms. I was blocked on Instagram, blocked on at the time Facebook, blocked on everything or whatever. So she had me blocked. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much was the story of me and her. Haven't seen her. I think she did. I don't know how. I think she sent a message said, "Oh, you," because I knew some of her family members and friends, and they said she saw me at Taste of Soul. One year she saw me at Taste of Soul, and whatever she didn't say nothing, so whatever. So that was that story. But the thing is, with her, I really was feeling her vibe. And I think the thing that's not to think, the thing that separated us from Dylan is her contacting another woman after I told you what I told you. So anyway, that was that. That was our story. Also, men, do not call another man's phone for anything. To get an answer, to get anything, do not call another man's phone because now you put yourself at the mercy of whatever it is. What if I would have been a hole and told that man, yeah, I'm still like and lied. Now so never, I don't know how it works for women, whatever, but as a man, you just have to make the decision based on how you feel, based on the evidence that you have. You have to make a decision based on where you're going with your life and what you're dealing with. So never ever try to get confirmation and information from another man, because I could have easily played it real cold and told him, yeah, I'm still dating her and all this. But anyway, and also making them videos. That's evidence. That's proof. Not for me, but for her. Whatever she had going on, obviously you should have been letting me make that video. So that concludes another episode of Thousand Bodies Podcast, where I'm telling you all my stories, good and bad, with sleeping with over 1,000 women. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go follow on YouTube, follow on Instagram, follow on TikTok, follow on Twitch. And that sums up today's episode. I want you guys to be fruitful and multiply. Thank you.